myself. I had to restart the computer right before the show because the universe, it feels like they don't want me to be streamed. Right before I get ready to start the show, my computer will not connect to the internet, whether it's through the Ethernet cable or through the Wi-Fi. So that's been fun. But we are here. We are not finishing up our costuming project from last week because I'm on a mission to get this project done, get the other wall art quilt done. Might have a third one. Oh, do you need snacks? Should I have brought the snacks? Why, hello, Loki. Yeah, do you want me to tell the mister to bring snacks? Do you want to be the star of the show? Human, can you bring snacks? Hold on, let me go grab the snack sack. Loki, you stay right here. I'll be right back. Loki, get back to your spot. Loki, come back here. Loki, get back here. Come on, boys. Come on. Who's gonna come here for snacks? Snacks. Snacks. Come on. Hey, cat. I've got the snacks. Nobody wants them now? Come here. Get back up here. Come on, little man. Oops. Hold on, I don't know where you dropped that one. Oops, there it is. So this is the Loki show. Oh. Come on, little man, come here. Hold on. Here, little dude. Go ahead. Little man, come here. Come on. Little dude, are you stealing Freya's snackies? Are you stealing Freya's snackies? Alright, are we done with the snackies? Okay. Who wants one more? Who wants the snacky? In my fingers. Snacky, 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 snacky. Okay. Well, I don't know who got what snackies. Let's roll the intro and let's get sewing! Okay, we're back. So, we have 3 of the ground ones done. We have 2 left to finish. 2 started. I started a blue one yesterday. So let's see if we can just plow through this. And I need at least another strip. I haven't used any of this one, so why not just take a little strip? I keep trying to reference. Not that I'm going to exactly have all of the colors, but this one's alright. 1.25 inches. Oh, that was. Why did I? Hello, welcome to the circus. I'm your host, Phoenix Electra. Usually on Sundays we sew costumes, but today we are working on this art quilt that needs to get finished. The second one needs to be finished, and then I may have a Stormtrooper one as well, because some folks I know like Star Wars. So let's just got a couple more. I don't understand. I was working on this a little bit last night. quietly by myself, and I was like, why did I not use the markings on the paper to fold it as my stitching guides? I was like, it's paper, why? So, tip that I learned that probably if folks were paper piecers may have known, you can fold the paper and it puts a crease in, and then you can take the piece you're going to add, fold it again to know your start and your stop, and then have a line to stitch on. It's like, oh, I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier, but regardless, better late than never. Let's see here. Do I want to stand for a few minutes? Okay. Ugh. Oh, there's the deer. I think the mama deer's got. She looks really skinny, like she's got the wasting sickness. We had to deal with creepers again. Ugh. We're gonna have to do some security reinforcements, but we'll get there. Definitely sooner rather than later, because I can't have creepers creeping around when I'm sewing. But Brynhild was definitely the perfect machine for this project. I'm so glad. And when I'm here, depending on, I love sewing on all my machines. They're just all different. And I've been very good about trimming all the edges. Welcome, welcome. I hope everybody's had a good week. Welcome to all the new people who are coming to the circus side. Numbers are increasing. We're on our road to 100 on the tubes, and I didn't sew that long enough. I did that the last time on another block too. There's a couple of that have got some. Where was I? Road to 100 on the tubes, and on the road to 200 on the rumbles. So that's super awesome. Okay, now we've stitched it far enough. Okay. Four. Oh, and I did cut it off. Just be quiet. If nobody knows where the funny business is, nobody's gonna be looking. Just gonna trim that shit down. Oh, did I cut through the paper again? Awesome. Okay. Alright. Got 4 more strips for this one. What? We'll do this one. Oh, still smoky because forest fires. Ugh. I'm glad we haven't reached. There's a certain color that usually shows up that we haven't had to deal with so far, which is fine, but the air is still edible, which in and of itself is really gross. There's not much to be done about the fires. I hope folks have had a good weekend, and hopefully Monday is a tolerable Monday and not a yucky Monday. But Too early to tell. I should have moved my thread ends container closer, but okay, I'll just draw close. There's not too much bulk on the other side. Yeah, some of these are like not quite squared and perfect, but my stitching going. Oh, because I didn't fold it and I just went all willy-nilly. Oh, I complain and then I do it to myself. Well, let's see if we can. Oh, this piece of it. A little bit tricky to tell the right side from the wrong side on some of these, but it's fine. Oh, okay. I just finger press it open and call it a block. All right, we've got two more. Let's do this. I will do this one, and then let's do this one first. Oh, what's everybody working on? Are folks just hanging out today? It's all good. I'll be glad when these projects are fun, and I don't want to like not enjoy them, but I also want them to be done so I can get them packed up and shipped out. But I don't even know how many hours I've spent on it because there's a fair amount of behind the scenes of the time to trace all the blocks, trace the pieces, trim the fabric, and then there's the sewing of this part, then the next two parts. Okay, we have to put in some extra hours this week at the sewing machine. Look at the map, make sure I save enough. I know that I'm like worried about not having enough, and that's completely ridiculous. I have enough fabric for this project. wouldn't sell a kit without enough fabric. This way. Very smart. That's also why this machine is great, because I got so much control. Yeah, this machine is so quiet. Okay, another block. Okay, one more of these curtain blocks. And the homestead block is almost done. Okay, the birds tapped up just a little parsley. Hey, Killer Bite! Pancake Icy. Yes, I needed some control over my stitches for this project. How are you doing? Yeah, the seams are so small and it's just not right. This machine's just the right speed for this project. At least this portion of it. Oh, the East Coast guys, everybody's getting rains from all the hurricanes that I would love for it to rain. It's not our rainy season yet. Oh, I hope you're doing okay. Yeah. Oh, good, good. Yeah, I'm fine. The air's edible and I love sent the show, but then I did just one step closer to Monday, and then I can't days. But there's not much else to do with other things. Just trying to have some happy stitching. Yeah, I don't want to think about the whole Australian break dancer. I'm not even sure if I think breakdancing should have been in the Olympics, but that's a whole other topic. Piece piece chicken, even though I could just cut more strips. But I don't want to cut more than I do. It's like I'm worried about not having enough for these big sections, but they're not that big. I'm so silly about the things my brain decides to get a lot of stuff about. Alas. So this is the last ground block. I'll get back up to the sky section. No, they can't have their smokies now. They all disappeared. It's funny, Loki hasn't jumped up on the sewing table waiting for snacks in a while. We'll bring back Snacky too. Section. The lessons I've learned, I don't completely hate paper piecing, especially if once I realize that I'm actually not going to fold the paper to crease for my seam lines. All these little bentley bits together. Oh, do I finally run out of bobbin this time around? Box of bobbins. I haven't let me tell this what I have. One of these days we'll just have to go through and wind up all the bobbins that we have today. Cross down. Also, they've traced some of the other applique pieces into next. So yeah, in the back, so I can. I've got one of these blues almost finished. I only need 3 more, and I pre-cut some strips for it. For a second. Don't want to sit, don't want to stand. Let me move the mic closer again. Grumpy, grumpy, grumpy. No, I'm not really grumpy. Tired, maybe. Grumpy. No, I think completely the unreads. It's just, yeah. Pieces I might forget to use certain things. I just, I'm sorry. There's more I'm supposed to. That's some just don't have a long enough section. Here's my scrapbook and Bible to clean up your workspace. Don't be a mess. Oh, okay. Just thinking about so the colors might be right next to each other, but okay, I rotate it so that it's underneath where some of the cacti are placed later, then it's not gonna matter. It'll break it up. Nobody's gonna notice. Yes. Just like they left this whole kit without enough fabric, so why are you worried that you don't? I don't know. Generations of borderline hoarders, depression era, and a collection of things. I don't feel secure. I don't have enough. I've had extra, and I'm at oodles, but I also don't need oodles of extra fabric in my collection. But I am excited for the next round of scrap of new fabric from scrap fabric. Yeah, because then you can just fold back the paper, cut super close to the seams. I love that I can just finger press. With a tiny iron be nice. Yeah, but finger pressing. Alright, last strip, the last ground block. Pre-cut some of the inner. Oops, do it on thread needle. I'm not catching. That's what I see trim in this block to the wall. I don't know why that isn't my go-to when Brain doesn't know what to do. So I'm gonna send it out something. Alright, so this one, these pieces are close to each other, but I'll stick that block here. And then there will be practice and top of it to break it up. You won't really notice it. There's these darker tones out of the way. I'm trying to keep it ordered. I've got separate pieces that are definitely for other sections. I don't really scrap. Oh, hang on to these ones. Okay, back to this. New block. There's my stack up. Trees. Because I want all of this to be really. I'm going to need it in a little bit here. I think I'm going to need to cut. Oh, I've got some strips. Let's just get this one block. I just have the last two pieces, and if we do. And just lift over 1, 2, 3. There's 4 is done. Just need to do 5 items. 5 ones. Nice scratchy. It's a classic. In the sewing room, if you see a cookie jar, it's probably not cookies. The most deceptive trick. Long enough. Yep. If it's still in the kitchen, you've got a better likelihood of it being cookies, but not around here. Let's see. I'm going to try to mix up. This. Yeah, tiny little folds. Yeah, they thought of doing these touch, especially in these middle sections of the blocks on an electric machine, or even the treadle, just too much. And then this way I can literally know I'm just stitching. My back stitching is literally, oops, my bluebird stitch. Be more careful. Okay, let's put your machine. Get your phone. Oh, I'm like, you're well into the show. There's no reason to be anxious. Why do you do this to yourself? You're here to have fun, gameplay sensibly, and that's fine. Completely ripped it off. Do a quick little folder press on where it's supposed to sit. I think I put 2 of the exact same pieces next to each other, but whatever. Okay. We'll just put a little pin in here. Okay. This little 3 sections are so tiny, they're kind of annoying. But then the full stretch of it is wrong. I ordered something and it was built on as a gift. I keep getting into this habit of ordering things I want to try for other people as gifts and not getting any for myself. So hopefully the recipient likes it. I just pinch it. Pinch the other end. Alright, snaps. Oh, still threaded. Okay. Yeah, and I can try, if I fold it, you get much better stitching along the loan. But then the first couple where I kind of freewheeled it, and things are a little interesting. Careful because they should be right at it. Covered in shears and scraps. Maybe that should be the new name of the show, Shears and Scraps. Right, another center. This one looks less wonky. There's one spot where I had to like fill in because I cut it way too short. It just adds character to this scrappy little quilt. There's 2 and 3. And they should just. I'll cut a couple more strips in a second here. These get stuffed into the door handles. Wow. I do anything but complain around here. All the news sometimes. Actually, I'm having fun. I'm having a great time. Throw our capture card off the little master was sitting on, but you know. Yeah, so I'm closer. Looks like you can still see. You can't see that. Oops. But it's uncomfortable feeling. I don't like when things really start to hurt. You can just stop now, just comfort. Yeah. Which shade of blue do I want to use? So, I don't need too anymore. Off more strips to finish this last one. Yeah, let's after we stitch this, let's do just cut another row of each layer. Yes. Oh, why is this yuck? Yep. Just trying to readjust on my side. I'm like falling off and just trying to sit on it the short way. I feel like feeling needs a little more support. Actually, it's my knees because I'm sitting cross-legged. Alright, let's put one more strip of each color because we're going to need it. And then, actually, before we do that, let's sew the last three most fiddly bits. We'll be done with that section. And we can just work outwards. Two. And I got a couple extra straps. so weird sitting at this machine. Everything's too jumpy and I don't have enough of it. I can't sit, I can't stand. So I was gonna stop complaining anyway. We're having fun here, working on this gift. It's gonna be the fastest fall quilt ever I sewed. And the first one. Not the only one, because she's got two of them that she bought. Little pinch. Toe drop. The last really good service one. And ultimate, we'll do the last one. Oh, I should sit up straight in our cricket little crickety crickets. Dust. One, two, three, four, five. Glad I had a machine for this because I would have been super grumpy. I would not have chosen to sew this, and I'm glad that I didn't have to. Except for the coil appliques, because the wings are so, there's a couple of pieces that are so tiny that I was like, I think I might enjoy doing those ones, but by and large, just look at this lowest machine in the shop. Slowing our shears down now. Alright, 3 little squares. That go into the scraps because I don't need them. Alright. Earliest bits I am done with for this project. Alright, let me make some more. Where's my other blues? Okay. Did I need that? Just hold something out. Measuring tape and choose. I guess I can do two of these are short. Yeah, I did read. There's a couple of spots I want to get to, but I still actually ironed the fabric when it said this whole quote pre-wash and iron your fabric. I politely said, no thanks. I'm not interested in that. Well, it's gonna hang out on the don't through your shears. Oh, the words. This one. Again. So I just measured it once, so I'm just using one. Oh, you know what? I really cut it more. Let's see if I need to, because I already have a handful of strips. Just start. I should have broken it. There's always nice to cut these strips an inch and a half, but they're not that big. I don't know. I guess if you have a fast machine, you can't sew as accurately as you can with a Brunhilde. Single pane focus, that paper, that paper, strip, and let's see, let's start short pieces. Let's finish up this. This is 4. There's not that many blues to choose from. Let's say on where that big white cloud's gonna be. It's 3 shows in a row now. And I tried everything right. Get ready to start the show. My computer's like, you can't find your connection. Like something that controversial. So are we that subversive? That's good. That's good. It's not even like all the internet. It's just, oh, that's funny. Well, that makes it look different because I sewed it upside down. I'm not going to take it off. Nope. That was one way to get some contrast that I was looking for. No, I use the later one. Is there a section? Oh man, I think we're going to get these blocks done in a little bit here. I knew we were going to get that far. Then I'm kind of in a conundrum of I got everything traced for the next step, but I need to try to decide. I want to try to cut sort of part of it, like on the one over here, for this mountain section, for the step, and then because it's a big stretch, I'm just gonna cut one big piece and I'll do the lines separately on top of it rather than like cut a panel piece it, cut a panel piece it. That just sounds terrible. But I think that's what I'm going to do. Just got 2 more sections to sew. That's what I need. It was one for the blue bottle. Next step for this one, and our first blue square would be on the wall. And the block. I might have a dark. Oh, not a creeper, just a fly. And I was just talking earlier that it seems like there are town has rules of deer that just wander around. I feel like many a lot of the years there's lots of mamas and babies, but this year there's just the one. And not her look good, she just looks really skinny, like in her. Some of the deers have got the wasting sickness. Let's see here. Just go through the whole thing. I'm gonna bring some of me up from my fence. For the blue books. Oh god. I've got two of them here. I'll probably need them. Alright. Now the deck someone with thread. No, I don't think we're gonna have the whole script finished with this project, but we're getting there. Alright, first bebop for the wall. There's our little birdies. Oh, orient. There we go. Okay, 3 more blocks. I'm not figuring out what we're gonna work on. Which portion next here should go. I speak really good English around here. Oh, it's almost 5 o'clock. That's what I'm getting hungry. That means the cats are gonna get ready for their suppers when the dinner bell goes off. That's the kitty bell. I'm glad I decided to tape my roadmap in front of me because then I can jump on this here. Oh, really cool. Oh, I don't lose my marbles. Oh my gosh. Just don't necessarily want like the same one right opposite each other. I also don't want the same one right next to each other. And with only 3 views, I'm kind of limited. Maybe I can find a section that's. Look, this one's got a lot more detail, so this one look different, a little bit different, or even though it's sitting right next to each other. Beautiful scraps. That was good. With these two, the fabric is exactly the same, but I tried to pick a spot that was different enough so it didn't look like they were right next to each other. So this for 6. Oh, creepy gooby. Getting your suppers. Alright, these blocks are fine. Now that it's like the biggest thing that I don't know why I didn't think about in the first like 2.5 blocks was to literally fold the paper so you can so that you know you are stitching on the correct line. Is it perfect? Am I a little wonky? Yes. But it's fine. So I flip this thing right next to each other again. Alright. Guess it's just not going to be helped. But alright, we are 3 seams away from Skyblock to completion. I'm glad I stopped myself from cutting more pieces because I don't think I'm going to need more strips than what we already have cut. And I've seen what the Mama Dia is doing, but I haven't seen her baby all day. She's outside snacking on my roses. I know, I was just saying, I haven't seen the baby deer today. The mom's in the brook, but I haven't seen the baby. I don't know if something happened. Alright. Last two for this next week. Oh, I could bring that super close. Sorry, everybody. Okay. gonna thread the needle for the gajillionth time today. I haven't broken any needles, and we made out a bobbin at the perfect time. We've done like a gajillion times today because we need to re-thread our needle. Lucky is fun, I know. I'm here for it. Because I'm like, when I step back, I'm like, nobody's going to look at every little. It's going to be fun. I know where things got flubbed up a little bit, but in the grand scheme of things, nobody's going to look that close. She's just going to be super excited to have it hanging on the wall. And then I have. So we'll get this one done, we'll get the other one done, and then I have a stormtrooper. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to make small humans aprons for better holidays. Alright, can you just get threaded, please? You know, it's not even super hot. Let me put the air conditioner on just so I can breathe because we had to close all the windows up. It's so smoky. Alright, this is the Pen Ultimate. This. Oh. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I'm going to take that other block. I can hide it underneath. Looking at where the seam didn't get caught. Maybe I can put it underneath where an applique is going to be. And it really won't matter. Alright, one more to go. Which, I don't want to do polka dots again. Oh, we'll do this one. This is that medium blue. Where did I need the... We'll just move this one. Oops. Okay. Then use this as the medium blue, then we'll just replace that. And then the whole section is just going to get covered over. And we just have 2 blocks left. And I guess we can rip the paper off and start sewing the blocks together. was so glad that they had local cucumbers at the shop yesterday because the, the big commercial English cucumbers, there's something funny about them. Mostly in the last ones we got, they sat in the fridge in the bag, but they never got yucky, which was weird, and the not texture was off. So I need these little local ones. I know. Nobody's gonna take their ruler out and be like, are those squares exactly the right size? No. Let's try and make sure and get this up on the wall. What we got so far? Yes, we have the bottom row, the top, one bird, the second bird, and we've just got two more of the middle blocks. Yep, two more to go. They're both started. Yeah, I'm glad I stopped myself from cutting more pieces because I don't need more blue strips than what I already have cut. I know, I almost feel like I should press it, take the iron out before. Okay, let me get at least these last two things. I don't know if we're gonna run super long because I don't know how much I've got prep left. Oh, but it's been almost 2 hours. All right, we're gonna. Everything's fine. Welcome, people sneaking in. We're working on this project. That's a gift. They got roped into sewing. That's fine. Okay. I know this one is, here's the right side, here's the wrong side. They're so similar. I think that's how I screwed mixed up. Hey, Freya Roofers! Did you enjoy your supper? Did you have a good supper? Would you like to say something to your audience? No? Okay. I'll get the mic out of your face. Oops. Okay, I'm so proud of myself for being so good about trimming and trimming my threads and making sure everything ends up in the little basket and not in a heap on the floor. Yes. Do one of these guys. Let's see here. Now this one is super hard. There's right side and the wrong side, fortunately, is like all white. It's just like this hint of leaves. I loosened up my presser foot instead of tightened it. Well, that's all next. Oh, can go. Lady singing sound, do da, do 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 do. Oh, I really. Oops. I want this section to get done, and now I'm like rushing and not being careful. So I should slow down for these last two blocks because we're in the home stretch. We want to not be completely terrible. All right. What color next? Okay, we're on section 4 of this block, and there's only 6 sections. Yeah, very glad I stopped myself from cutting more because I'm not even going to use all that I have cut, I think. Not by much though, but we don't need to be wasteful of larger sections of fabric. Oh, don't cut my finger off. Jesus. Jiminy Christmas. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to get through these blocks. Oh no, I shouldn't say anything. I don't know how I'm feeling yet. And I haven't finished them yet, so don't make plans for things until you've actually completed the steps. Not there yet. I'm sorry. Alright. You're gonna leave me, goobers? Ooh, that was a big jump. All the way to the sleeping quarters. Okay. Alright, we got 4 more strips for this one. Such a nice sky colored block. I guess it doesn't matter that they're so much the same. It's fine. No, I keep looking at the thumbnail for this week and I was like, oh, it looks so creepy, like I drew blocks and blood. We'll make a prettier one for next week. I might do some extra stitching to just try to plow through this. But I am going to need a day of... Actually, I shouldn't. I can't even think that far ahead because I need to cut the last of the applique pieces. Stitch those. I have the top light blue section piece cut. Finger pressing. So good. Hey, hey! Yup, we're still here. I've got this block and this one to finish. And then the question is whether we are going to, I was out at the farms nearby. Well, that is being out on the farm is way more fun than watching me complain. I hope you had a spectacular time, Allie. Yep, I'm not done. I'm not throwing in the towel quite yet. I've got a few more things, and then I've got to I should probably next take the paper off of the pieces and get them ready for the attaching things together stage. Maybe do some of those steps real fast. Sometimes we just need to rip paper. I know, no garment this week. I was just like, get this project for the mummers did. I'm on a mission to, since there's 2 of them. Ooh, shaping up block by block, yes. Can yep, we've got the foreground blocks done. Let me move the camera. Let's see. Can I be fancy? Yeah. We've got the ground blocks done, 2 of the sky blocks. And the part that I am You're definitely, I'm not prepped for the rest of the appliques in the middle yet. So that's where I'm kind of debating. I'm like, okay, but they're still sewing. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like enjoy this paper piecing or whether I was gonna hate it, but I kind of like it. And I think instead of doing like a fancy quilt pattern, I'm contemplating just like stitching in the ditch when we get to that section. Just trying to like think about what I'm gonna do. And I don't know why I didn't think to use the paper as a pressing guide, but that really helps. That paper creasing helps with patterns. Yeah, I didn't I've never done it before, so I didn't know I didn't have a thought, but it's kind of nice, especially for such tiny little pieces, because he's like itty bitty three in the middle, even though they're supposed to be equal-sized, but I fudged up. But for such a little space, it really like I could do that. I've got other scrap yeah, I don't hate it. I've been good about trying to keep my threads trimmed and everything. My workstation is tidy as I can. Is it perfect? No, but for me, is it pretty good? Absolutely. Just give that a little finger press. And I guess I'll do another one of these polka dotty ones. So with only having 3 blues, it's not like I've got lots, like, just, oh, what's this one? Oh, I just did that one. QAT cleaner than my space right now. Oh man. Well, this is just the part that I've curated for the camera. See, it's like nice and tiny. The rest of it's not leaves a little bit to be desired for probably most folks' standards. But, I just have this like tiny curated little space right now. Oh, don't look to the right, to the left, or behind me too far. Because it's all a mirage. It's all smoke and mirrors for the camera. Oh, quite cleaner now. I get it. I was like, clapped. That's not the right word. I get it. You're just typing in French again. But that was funny, the times where your computer just decides to like auto translate. My place looks like it was curated by a herd of fighting cats and kittens. Yeah, that's yes. That is my yep. It's like that. Like my brain is like organized chaos. Everybody else hates it. Nobody else knows how to find anything. But I'm such a if I can't see it, then it doesn't exist. So I need stuff like out where I can see it. And then I was just don't stamp the sewing machine. Alright. One more, and this block, guy block 3 of 4, will be completed. With what do I want to do next? Do I want to do another one of these light with the flowers, maybe? One really does not like to show up on camera, but I don't know if the polka dotty one, they don't want to do this blue. Oh, there's some of this. Yeah, my brain just runs on organized chaos. I've been eyeballing a Davis vertical field feed 1882-86 with some of the attachments and the manual for only $100. A drive away, but not too far. Yeah, that's $100. I'd. I'm not a good help for this because I would say take the drive and do it. Attachments and the machine and the manual. Those needle feeds are great for good slippery fabric out here, and I want to try to. Yeah, see, you've already sold yourself on it. Allie, just take the drive. I think you should do it. And oh, wait, like mine, I know. This is great for this certain things. A lot of things. I know the Davis is just fine. We won't tell Brunhilde that you're thinking about a different machine. I think for that for $100 with the attachment. Yeah. Oh, I've already said I'd be so. I'm already saying take my money. But I have been known to buy a sewing machine for the puzzle box before. I'm looking at you, Sphinx. Uh, let's just rip that. All right. We're pinning block 3 of 4 onto the board. Oops, as we got the other one on the board. Oh, get back here. Alright, this is the last one. We'll see if I can either sew very nicely or if it's going to be the worst one yet. There's only two ways this goes. I had to slow down and make sure I was being careful because I was starting to rush and things were not my finest stitchings. I know, this has been fun, but I'm going to be really excited to get back to some of our embroidery. This is over with, but I shouldn't get too excited because if I've got this one, the other one, and then the Stormtrooper, we'll probably be working on quilts through till October at this rate. Unless I sneak in some extra stitching during the week. Okay, this middle is shaping up to be quite nice. Yeah, I think I am going to stitch in the ditch, but what color? Do I want to use taupes and light blues? What top stitch do I want to do? I don't know. Alright, let's look at these pieces. Finished quilts are nice for the winter months. They are indeed. This is just a little wall. I haven't done a bed quilt. Just dipping my toes in with these little art quilts that or finishing quilts. Yes, I want to get this. My goal is to have these projects shipped before Thanksgiving so that I know that they get to their destination on time. Sometimes the postman lets me down. I do have a quilt top that we started piecing together like a gajillion years ago that I'm gonna enlist the human to help with. So I'm thinking we're trying to decide when we're gonna have the Sew Dove to show yes, where he learns how to do stuff. as a non-sewist, and I try to see if I can impart some knowledge. Though I did show him how to bend his hat so that he can go through and darn the socks that Mummers made for him because I don't got time to mend everybody's socks. So I made him learn how to do it. I have a hat that we started with that one, and I wasn't ready to. You can't just start with homemade socks. I mean, I guess you could, but I thought it would be better if he started on something slightly lower stakes. Saving socks one darn foot at a time. Exactly, Allie. That's yup. And handmade socks from a mummers is super special. That must be about 120 years old. That joke. Well, it's yep. It's true. And if you don't have, if you got to change your socks and keep your feet dry, make sure your socks are mended. Because what's old is coming new again. As much as I was dreaming about having somebody help me build this project on Rumble Cloud, like, what do you do when you're in this, like, in-between space of, like, I don't trust that the grid's not going to go out and that we're going to not have any electricity versus all the new tech stuff. I don't know. I guess just be prepared for everything. I know. I want to just rip the paper off and start sewing these squares together. I feel like the right answer is to peel the paper off and then give them a good press with the actual iron and then sew them together. Alright, it's coming along. Okay, which? We haven't done this blue in a little bit. I know, for 2 days now we were like, oh, we're going to go into town and do some shopping, and 2 days in a row, and I'm like, I just don't feel like getting in the car. I just looked at Goodwill, nothing really good. Hoping, actually, I should see what colors on sale this week because there's some thread that I've seen the past couple of weeks that was like $3.30, but I didn't want to pay that much, so I was like, oh, if it's still there and it's 50% off, then I'll spend $10 and get a whole bunch more thread, even though I'm not lacking for thread. And my family hoarding tendencies is slipping out again. Alright, let's get this block done, and then I'll let everybody back to their whatever else they've got planned on this Sunday. Oh, dropping scraps. I will be good and break out the iron before I sew these stretches together. I will be good. Yeah, because the next part, I'm going to stitch these squares together, and then I've already traced the background sections on stabilizer. Not that you can really see where I traced it, but I can, which is all that matters right now. So I need to cut them out and decide. And I think I am pieces that are like big sections. So like for this mountain, it's the same color for these 3 panels, separated by this darker section. So I'm just gonna cut the whole thing and then stitch the darker one on separate rather than one section and then another section. Because that just sounds like I have more raw ends than you need to. Unless there's a better way, but is it really going to make a difference? Okay, 4, down to the 5 and 6 sections. Oh, am I going to need to cut a random strip of something? Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do the quilting on Sphinx when we get there, and we'll just finish the piecing on this one, on Brunhild. Because I'm not gonna hand stitch those. It was enough. I did the bird appliques by hand, the wings, but those pieces are so freaking tiny. All right, I'm in the home stretch of this block, folks, and I think I am going to call it a show because I want to be good and actually press with the iron instead of just finger press before we start sewing things together. And then I can, because I cut some of the other big pieces and I want to press those before I stitch them. And my iron is not in this room. Easier. Okay. All right. Oh, these blocks did. Let's see here. 2 hours today. 3. 2 hours yesterday. All right, so I think we've put in like 7 hours of stitching so far, so not too bad. All right, 2 more stitches, my friend, or 2 more stitches, no, 2 more seams. Run our ultimate seam for the night. So close, so close. All right, the last one. I guess we're gonna do. Let's do the bubbles. All right, it's the last theme for the night, folks. All right, everybody. Let me do a little bit of trimity trims whilst there. And I think we're going to call it a show, and we'll see where we end up, how close we are to finishing next week. Trim it. Trim it good. One last finger press before we fire up iron. All right, this is our last block of the night. We did all 4 of the sky blocks, and I think we sewed 4, 5. Did we sew 7 blocks tonight? Awesome. All right, everybody. I appreciate all who stopped by, hung out for a little bit, a lot of it. Don't wait till tomorrow to be fabulous today, and don't laugh at others unless you laughed at yourself first. We will be back on Saturday at 11 a.m. PST, and then again on Sunday, 3:30 PST. Unless I decide to start moving the Sunday show earlier, I'm toying around with it, but I'm not committed to anything. All right, you be fabulous, and I will see you all next week. Be awesome, friends.